Hello, and thank you for joining this session. My name is Angus, and today we're going to be talking about intelligent automation. What is intelligent automation? We're going to cover a bit of an intro here today. Thank you for joining us. My goal here today is to help women entrepreneurs in Canada become more productive, hopefully more profitable and more efficient in their business through automation. A bit about me. Again, my name is Angus Gastle here from AWE. I'm a digital advisor with the Bold Leadership Program, specializing in supporting businesses, teams with digital strategy development and implementation. I have the privilege of being on the design jury for awards and International Design Committee. Also, just generally, I'm a big automation and e-commerce nerd. Doing a lot of that work with AWE is a privilege. And regularly hanging out on the AWE network. If you're looking for a one-on-one or just want to chat, you can find me at Angus. So for today, what is intelligent automation? Maybe you've heard about process automation before. We're going to talk about the intelligent automation version today. When should we use it? How should we use it? And where do we start if we want to work with our teams and with our businesses to bring automation into our workflows? We'll also do a quick automation demo using the AWE network. We built a little chatbot in for today's session. So let's dive in. What is intelligent automation? Well, I'll tell you what it is not. It is not a set it and forget it situation. This is something that needs to be worked on. It is also not a labyrinth, a confusing labyrinth that can never be solved. Anyone at any skill level, you do not have to know how to code. Anybody can do this kind of work, and we actually encourage teams to bring these skills into their organization so everybody at every level can do this kind of work. So what is automation? What is intelligent automation? I'll give you an example. We have a contact form on the website. Someone submits, they want to talk to us. Maybe they're a lead or a customer that has an issue. We have that form come in as a trigger, which is the start of any automation process. When that trigger arrives, we get all their contact details. We can start doing some workflow tasks. We can add them to a CRM. We could add them to QuickBooks or notify the sales team via text or email that a new lead has come in. Whatever the workflow is, whatever tasks have to be done, that can happen immediately after the trigger. And then we have an end result, which is this work has been done consistently, scalably, and is right every single time. Now, while we're working on this automation process internally, we are going to test and we are going to break things. We are going to fail and learn from our errors. We're going to talk about that more in a minute, but we celebrate failure around here. Now, what is intelligent automation? Intelligent automation is then bringing artificial intelligence into our workflow processes. This could be invoice OCR, looking at invoices and bringing the information into QuickBooks, or it could just be using a chatbot like in today's demo. So intelligent automation is tying in an AI product into an existing workflow. And again, any business can do this at any skill set. It really is quite simple. We at AWE focus on, in some cases, solopreneurs, small, medium business owners who want to become more productive. And we hopefully can save you on future overhead costs by helping you with automation, maybe automating bookkeeping, sales, HR, internal processes. We can make you more efficient and productive using this kind of a strategy. Now, there's a bunch of ways that we can do this. We have built-in automation tools as the least complex way to get started. Maybe you have a HubSpot or a Monday.com or some other project management system that has workflows built in there. Those have been built by the product owners. They work and they're really easy to get started. Lots of information that's available on their systems to help you get started in those systems. We also have no-code automation tools like a Zapier or Make.com, where if those internal workflows don't necessarily do the work you're trying to do, we have a Zapier to expand that functionality and connect you to different systems in a really easy way. Next, we have low code, which is somewhere where we may bring in a consultant or a developer to help you build some more complex automation tools like doing a report or bringing in data from multiple sources. And lastly, we have custom development, which is obviously the most complex and probably the most expensive, but allows you to build automation products as well. So we're going to focus on the first two in today's session. Now, can it be automated? Some opportunities for you to think about. We're looking at simple, repeatable, time-consuming processes. So, can it be automated? We're going to look at some opportunities here today, starting with simple, repeatable, time-consuming processes. Anything in the business that's boring, you have to do regularly every week. This is where we start, especially thinking about data entry tasks, That's a great place to start automating, accurately pulling data in between multiple systems, generating status reports or reports that are standard or standard deliverables internally, all things that can be automated. Data migration when you're platforming from some system to another, maybe you're moving project management systems, automation can help you do that. Keeping two databases in sync without having to hire developers. On the AI side, maybe answering employee questions from the HR handbook, transactional internal communications, content generation for content marketing, all tasks that could potentially be automated. Now, the question is, should it be automated? Now, repetitive and boring, that's usually where we start when we're looking for opportunities. But the question is, does it take longer than 5 minutes to complete? If it's a 10-second job once a week, it's going to take you longer to automate than it is to actually do the work. But if it's something like generating a scope of work, a contract, some sort of billing issue that's going to take you longer than 5 minutes to sort out, great opportunities that can compound over the course of the year to provide real value. Is it also an opportunity to allow for consistent, personalized customer experiences at scale? Can we have an AI chatbot that knows your orders and knows you by name and can help you with a specific issue in real time? Great. Does the platform that you're already using have those workflows like we were talking a couple of slides ago? Services, HubSpot, Pipedrive, Monday.com, they have these workflows already built. That makes it really easy. If not, is the system listed on Zapier or Make.com? If it is, it can likely be automated. Now, one of the problems with automation that usually pops up with digital transformation type work, change management. So we talk about building a culture of automation within your business. What do I mean by that? When we are trying to manage change across an organization from a solopreneur to a small, medium enterprise, we're looking to set the vision for why we're doing automation, what skills are going to be required to accomplish it. Have we set incentives, resources, and an action plan? If we have all those components, we can affect real change. If any of those are missing, we've all experienced those change processes in jobs previous, we're going to feel emotions like confusion, anxiety, resistance, frustration, potentially a couple of false starts. So through Bold Leadership, we talk about building a digital strategy for the business before you start implementing. This is why, planning for downstream issues and hopefully solving those before they pop up. Now, we're big proponents here of celebrating failure. These things will break, there will be errors, unforeseen challenges that come up with your team. We want to learn from and enjoy all these failures because the team and the automations themselves will get better over time. So celebrate failure and enjoy it. Now, for today's session, want to do a little bit of a demo here today using Zapier. And our test subject will be the AWE network. As I mentioned, we have built a little chatbot to talk about AI in the AI feed. If you're in the AWE network already, will have seen it. If you aren't, maybe you would like to join. We're going to start with Zapier. Going back to one of our first slides, we have a trigger, which is anytime someone posts on Mighty Networks, Zapier will trigger. Now we're looking for anytime that someone has posted a question, which I'll show an example of here in a minute. When they have, Zapier starts by saying, hey, we've got new content in Mighty Networks. Next step, we reach out to an AI called Claude from Anthropic, which is an offshoot. Previously, some folks from OpenAI started Anthropic. This system tends to be more reliable and consistent and has a lot more safety features in terms of the generations. So you can see here on the right-hand side, we have our prompt, which is that a user, first name, last name, asks their question, whatever the question is. And then I've added some prompting, which says, please mention my first name in the response. No coding required. Just type that in using Zapier's tools, really easy. And then we generate our post. Once Anthropic has responded, we put that post back on Mighty Networks. So I'll show you an example here. I've posted a question here today. Is intelligent automation good for small and medium businesses in Alberta? I'm going to go ahead and post that question. You can see Mighty Networks has turned that into its question format. Zapier has now been triggered. So now we're reaching out to Anthropic, asking for a generation based on this question. It'll go and do some research, respond back to us. We have a new activity has just come in. Yes, Angus, intelligent automation can be very beneficial for small and medium businesses in Canada. I'm going to expand this. And we have 4 bullet points and a summary here, typical AI structure. We have our little cute AI robot, thanks to Midjourney, up in the upper left-hand corner. And that's easy. So we have expanded the Mighty Networks functionality with a chatbot of our own creation in 5 steps in Zapier. Took a couple of minutes to set up, and anybody can do this. So in conclusion, what did we learn today? We talked about intelligent automation. What is it and how can it drive some benefits for your business? We talked about what can be automated and, more importantly, should it be automated? We discussed change management and a culture of automation, building a digital strategy prior to doing this kind of transformation work to improve your results. We looked at the automation demo for the AWE network, one of my personal favorites, building the chatbot to expand and have someone to talk to in the AI channel, which is a lot of fun. Some resources to be aware of. We have the Ben's Bites newsletter. Every day we get AI insights, which I consume on the daily. Y Combinator's podcast is a favorite for your trip to work. And if you haven't already, apply for the Bold Leadership Program for additional one-on-one support from me and the other graded advisors here. On the AWE side, what do we offer? We have business support. We can offer connections, financing, insights on market expansion, especially leadership training. We'd love to see you in the AWE network. Please reach out if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. My name's Angus. Thank you very much.